As Lieutenant Governor and Oklahoma Small Business Advocate, I'm pleased to work with the Governor's Conference on Small Business and Cox Communications to bring you stories from Oklahoma small business owners. In a time marked by a challenging economy, the proud men and women featured in this program have found ways not only to survive, but thrive in the Oklahoma small business world. I am proud to introduce the following small business owners. Their stories are perfect examples of what makes our state so great.
Probably the biggest challenge that I have is trying to keep insurance benefits for my staff. I have about 100 people that I pay for the health insurance, and with those costs, it seems like every year it's another 12% or it's another 18% of how much the health insurance goes up. So those are our challenges, is trying to balance and be able to pay everyone and pay our health insurance and keep those benefits for my staff. Probably our biggest challenges.
Cost management is always an issue with small businesses, or any business for that matter, but it is essential to the survival of small businesses. And if you're not measuring your cost moment by moment, day by day, you can easily overrun your cash flow.
When you get to the bigger project, it's your capital, it's your line of credit, it's getting bonded for the bigger jobs, and getting your line of credit for the bigger jobs to get you through, because some jobs last us up to a year.
For us personally, it's just been access to capital. We've had no difficulty winning a lot of multi-year federal contracts, but for us personally, just finding access to capital in the difficult economy we're in to grow our business, commensurate with the contracts we have, has been pretty difficult.
I think one of the most difficult things for small businesses is to capture large government contracts. That's a huge business here in Oklahoma that I think a lot of the small businesses go after and try to achieve, but finding the right people, putting the right person to the right person in touch with each other is what we do, and I think that's one of the major challenges with small businesses, is they don't know who to go or how to get started doing things like that.
Marketing myself as a small business in to the federal government, state government, it's just real hard to compete with the people that have already been there in the bigger companies who have no problem with bonding, who have no problem with financing.
Probably the biggest challenge is getting our name out where people can see us and recognize us for who we are and what we do. So advertising would be the biggest challenge, to find something you can afford yet is effective. And right now our best advertiser is our satisfied customer.
Well, certainly right now the biggest challenge we face is the drought and the extreme heat we've experienced this summer. In our farming history, I don't believe that we've experienced anything quite like this. So our challenge now is to think ahead, because we feel like the drought may be relieved with the rain, but the fallout of the drought will be experienced for several years.
The challenge is getting people that take ownership in the company and just bury themselves in it, and that's we're blessed to have those type of people, but that's always a challenge, to find those people and raise them up into leadership in your companies and get them to take it to the next height. So that seems to be the greatest challenge. Obviously you have a lot of other challenges, but we're pretty free here in Oklahoma to conduct business, so that's really what we focus on.
Our business is a little bit unique in that we're in kind of a rural area of Oklahoma, and you don't see a lot of publishing people in that area, and media people, so that's probably the most challenging thing right now, is just finding qualified people for the jobs.
My biggest problem is finding skilled people that can take care of the needs of our customers, especially trained technicians. Even in the lift truck business, the equipment has become substantially more computerized. I mean, all of our technicians now have to have laptops, and it's just very hard to find people that can do that kind of work. It's been very, very difficult.
I'd say the biggest challenge is finding good help. Just because the unemployment rates are high doesn't necessarily mean that there are qualified people out there still.
The 2011 Governor's Conference on Small Business is an event you don't want to miss. People from all over the state of Oklahoma, each of the 77 counties, will be here to network, to connect with each other and to celebrate the importance of small business to the state of Oklahoma. It's October 13th and 14th. Please be there. We'll be looking for you.